welcome back to my channel. I cannot explain to you guys just how excited I am to be sitting down and filming today. I got the Anastasia Norvina palette in the mail the other day and I've been trying out a couple times and I'm excited to just be doing a tutorial on it today and just kind of giving you guys my thoughts as we go along. I'm excited to just kind of dive into it a little bit harder because I did do like some neutral looks with it, and so now I'm excited to do like some insane bomb look with it. If you guys are interested in watching me play with this new Anastasia Norvina palette, then let's just go ahead and get started in today's video. If you guys end up liking this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already. It would mean the world to me if you guys did. Without further ado, let's get into this bad boy. So we're up close and very personal, so I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eyes using my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. This is one of my favorite primers if I'm not using concealer. Those are really the only two things that I do use to prime my eyelids. So I'm just taking a little bit on a brush and evenly blending it onto my eyelid. Guys, keep in mind that it is Saturday and it is 5 p.m. currently as I'm filming this, and I've been up since 6 a.m. on a Saturday. So yeah, I'm pretty tired. I'm trying to drink coffee to just like wake me up so I can have a little bit of energy while I'm trying to do this, but I don't ever drink coffee, so that might actually be a really bad idea. So like this video could go really good or really bad. Cool, so now that my eyelids are primed, I'm actually going to set that using the color base right here inside of this eyeshadow palette. Now with the big brush that I use to set all of my concealer on my face. I'm just trying to do my makeup with the mirror over there and realize like, girl, you got a mirror right here, what are you doing? The first transition shade that I'm taking is the color Eccentric right here, which is like the orange inside of the palette. And I'm dipping into that with my tapered blending brush from Sigma, and that's an E40 brush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take that into my transition area. That is very, very pigmented. So have a light hand with that. It does look a little bit darker on the eye, which I have noticed as I've been using it this week. So excluding the fact that I woke up at 6 in the morning this morning, I also had like a 12-hour day at the salon yesterday. I legitimately had clients from 8:45 in the morning to 8:45 at night, back to back to back to back. I probably put in like 600 foils yesterday, not even joking. The next shade that I'm taking with that same Sigma brush is the color Love right here, which is like the pink matte shade. I don't really think it's fully matte, to be honest. It has like a little bit of shimmer to it. Like even on this second layer as I'm looking at it, it still looks like it has shimmer. But I am tapping a lot of it off because it is just a little bit dusty. Going in with is Soul right here, and I'm actually going to work that into my crease. I'm going to be doing a cut crease, so I really want that purple to stand out. And I'm actually taking this on a Morphe M506 brush. One thing that I'm not liking about this purple is that it's not matte. Like it has a slight shimmer to it, and I hate using shimmers like in the crease and as transition shades. Like it's definitely not a matte, and this palette was advertised as having 7 matte shades and 7 shimmer shades. And I don't believe this is a matte, and I don't believe that the color Love is a matte either. The fact that this purple does have a slight shimmer to it just makes me so annoyed. This little section right here that you guys see looks a little like patchy and dark is because that's just how my eye is shaped. Like there's really nothing I can do about that. It's not necessarily this palette, it's literally just the way that my eye is. Trust me, I've tried like 8,000 times to do stuff about it, but like every time I put more eyeshadow, that just always messes up. So like ignore that part. Everything else is blending out pretty good. It's just that purple shade is a freaking shimmer. The next thing that I'm doing is cutting out my entire crease. So I'm going to take the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and this is in the shade Almond. And I'm just gonna take some on the back of my hand, take a small little like eyeshadow / concealer brush, and just carve out my lid. You have to be very, very careful with this step. Obviously cleaned up my eyelids by carving them out, so now I'm actually going to go in with the shade Celestial, which is this really pretty shimmery purple inside of the palette, and I'm going to place that on the outer half, so like this middle part right here out, and I'm just taking that on this like flat same concealer brush that I used. Okay, honestly, I'm just gonna zoom you guys in. So like one swipe and that's what I'm working with right here. I'm just showing you guys really quickly, like this is a dry brush. I'm just taking a little tiny bit of it on this, and like there is not that much pigment at all. And there's a lot of inconsistency in that shimmery shade. So I'm gonna have to get some Fix Plus. I took some Fix Plus and honestly still not impressed with this shade, like at all. I'm actually pretty disappointed. All right, so like I'm going into my palette and like literally nothing. Like I'm zooming you guys in, that is what I got from Fix Plus. Fix Plus, you guys, I'm having to literally pile this on to get it anywhere near as pigmented as this. I think this is like 5 layers of it. Okay, I'm moving on. I'm gonna take the color Wild Child, which didn't impress me the other day, so I'm gonna try it with Fix Plus, see if I can make it work, and I'm gonna put that inside of the inner half of my lid. And I just wiped off that same brush with a makeup wipe, so it is completely cleaned off. And like, all right, what I'm gonna show you guys, okay, I'm pressing down into that. That's what's on my brush. How is there absolutely nothing on my brush? There's nothing, like, that is absolutely, like nothing at all. I don't understand. I get that some, you know, eyeshadows, you kind of just have to go in with your finger, but I do a lot of detailed work. Like I love doing high detailed work on my eyes, and as do a lot of makeup artists, so it's just like a crumbling mess, honestly. Okay, this is Fix Plus, 1 layer. Can you see it? Because I really can't. I'm sorry, you guys. I love Anastasia so much. Like, I love the brand. I love everything about them. But some of their products, you guys, like some of the eyeshadow palettes that they've been coming out with, not a fan. I'm one of the people who I think got a bad batch of the subculture because I've tried to make it work, and you guys have even commented on the tutorials where I try really hard, and you guys are like, that look looks so patchy. Like, that's so ugly. You did so bad on that. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, oh my God, this eyeshadow, this looks nothing like this eye right here. Like, honestly, have no idea what to do with this eyeshadow palette because look, I'm trying so hard and like there's hardly anything on this brush. Can someone please explain to me? Like, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys because $42 is a lot of money for an eyeshadow palette. Like $42 is a lot of money in general for anything, but like for an eyeshadow palette for makeup, that's a lot of money. The two most exciting shades inside of this palette are very, very disappointing. The color Eccentric has been good to me. The color Incense has been good to me, and the color Dreamer and Base have been good to me so far. Like that is about it. But these shimmers and those two colors, like I feel like the main show of this eyeshadow palette is right here, right here, right here, and right here. Like I feel like that is the exciting part of this eyeshadow palette, and if you can't make those 4 shades that are so exciting, like the best shades, I don't know you guys, I just don't know what to do. I am tearing apart this pink trying to get some pigment. This should be like blinding you guys by now. I'm sorry, do I suck at makeup, or like I'm doing what every other YouTuber does to their eye? I did you guys in the best that I could, so I'm again taking this shade on this brush, okay? That's what's on there. Like I can't get anything on there. Like that is the most pigment that I'm going to get on my eye. Like, what the frick is going on? Next, because I know this shade is actually really good, I'm going to take the color Dreamer and I'm placing that on top of that pink shade more towards the inner corner. I'm taking my makeup wipe and I'm just going to clean up underneath the eyes. This is honestly just how YouTube is. Like I sit down to film, I have this picture in my head of how it's going to turn out, and then whether it's an eyeshadow palette or me, it's just like, it doesn't work out and I'm just frustrated because I want to give you guys the best content possible, but I'm just trying to be honest with you guys, I'm not impressed and that's just what it is. So I'm just gonna keep on going. I'm on my period, I'm pissed off. Anyways, I'm using the iikon lashes today. This is in the style Trust Issues. They look so beautiful. They sent over these for me to try, so I'm really excited because I've never tried these out before. So I'm gonna pop these on my eyes real quick, hopefully make this eye look a little bit better. And then I'll be right back once those are on. I like this a little bit better now that I have the lashes on. So I'm actually going to do the base of my makeup, like my face, foundation, all of that, off camera, and then I'll be right back so I can do the rest of the eyes with you guys and the lips, just because this video has literally taken me almost an hour. The eyes took me an hour, so I cannot sit here for 3 hours and film. I'm so sorry, but like, I did not expect the eyes to take me that long. So with that being said, I am going to do the rest of my face, and then we'll come back to finish up the eyes. I'm back, and now we're gonna go ahead and finish up the eyes. So I'm just gonna do the same kind of order that I did up top, down here on the bottom. So I'm taking the first color, Eccentric, and I'm just taking that same Morphe M506 brush that we used for the crease up top, and kind of just buffing that into the lower lash line. And now taking the color Soul. Alright, for the inner corner and the brow bone, I'm going to use the color Base and Dreamer and just kind of mix those together. Moving on to the lips to complete this look, I'm using the Essence lip liner in the shade 11 in the nude. I usually use the retractable ones, but I just found this pencil one. Now the lipstick that I'm using is also from Essence. This is like $2, 50 cents, $3, whatever. And this is in the shade number 11 again, and it's called Nude Love. I'm gonna top it off with a little tiny bit of gloss, and this is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Creme Brulee. This is one of my favorite nude lip glosses. I'm just gonna put a little bit. I'm all done, and this is the finished look, and overall I do really like the look that I created with this palette. However, I'm not crazy about this palette. I really just had a super hard time with Wild Child and Celestial. those two just weren't impressive to me at all. You guys I zoomed you guys in, you guys could see everything like step by step. You guys could see it with Fix Plus, you guys could see it dry, you guys could see me putting it on my eye, like it just was crumbly, not impressive at all. Dreamer, however, is a very beautiful shade. Base is just an overall really good like setting shade, but it's not like a matte white. It just has like a tiny bit of shimmer, but not like a ton. And then Soul and Love, which are the two like really cool matte shades, aren't matte either. They have a little bit of shimmer. So I would say, honestly, because all the shades that I don't like in here are what make this palette what it is, I don't think it's worth the money simply because you can buy a neutral palette somewhere else for a lot cheaper. Only shades that worked for me are neutral, and to me that's just not worth purchasing this palette because I do have like the Modern Renaissance, and that one's a really good one, or I have my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and that one has all the shades that are neutral inside of here. It has it in that one. So to be completely honest, I'm not a fan of this palette. Honestly, quite disappointed. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you guys have any tips for making these shades work, because like I really do love the pinks and the purples. Like I'm a huge fan of pinks and purples. I love color. I just love just doing different looks, and to me it just didn't work out. So let me know if you guys have some tips, because I feel bad that it didn't work out, but like I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. I'm sorry that this video didn't turn out the way that I want it to. It was kind of negative. It just is what it is at the end of the day. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel today, and I will see you guys hopefully in my next one. Bye.